Hello everyone, this is SharkRay24 here, coming at you with yet another dramatic reading episode. So today is April Fool's Day, which means all of our readings today are going to be related to that somehow. I mostly chose a mixture of serious stuff and silly stuff. With the serious stuff, I chose characters that were more silly in the context of whatever they're from, whereas with the silly ones, they're just silly. I tried a lot of new stuff with this episode, so I hope you all like the sound effects and the music and the multiple characters in one of them. I think it's just one of them. But yeah. And without further ado, let's all make a fool of ourselves. Today is Very Boring by Jack Prelutskey. Today is very boring. It's a very boring day. There's nothing much to look at. There's nothing much to say. Well, there's a peacock on my sneakers. There's a penguin on my head. There's a dormouse on my doorstep. I'm going back to bed. Today is very boring. It's boring through and through. There is absolutely nothing that I think I want to do. I see giants riding rhinos and an ogre with a sword. There's a dragon blowing smoke rings. I'm positively bored. Today is very boring. I can hardly help but yawn. There's a flying saucer landing in the middle of my lawn. Oh, a volcano just erupted, less than half a mile away. And I think I feel an earthquake. It's a very boring day. The Happy Mask Salesman, from The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Now, I have fulfilled my promise to you. So please, give me that which you promised me. Don't tell me. My mask. You did get it back, didn't you? What have you done to me? If you leave my mask out there, something terrible will happen! The mask that was stolen from me. It's called Majora's Mask. It is an accursed item from legend that is said to have been used by an ancient tribe in their hexing ritual. It is said that an evil, wicked power is bestowed upon the one who wears the mask. According to legend, the troubles caused by Majora's Mask were so great, the Ancient Ones, fearing such a catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever preventing its misuse. But now, that tribe from the legend has vanished, so no one really knows what the true nature of the mask's power is. But I feel it. I went to great lengths to get that legendary mask. I finally had it. I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. It was that unwelcome feeling that makes your hair stand on end. And now, that imp has it! I'm begging you! You must get that mask back! Quickly, or something terrible will happen! I'm begging you! I'm begging you! You must do it! Really? You'll do it for me? Ah, I was certain you would tell me that. You'll be fine. Surely you can do it. Believe in your strengths. Believe. A Midsummer Night's Dream, Act 3, Scene 1. I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around. Through a bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometimes a horse I'll be, sometimes a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometimes a fire. And neigh! And bark! And grunt! And roar! And burn! Like a horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn. Why do they run away? This is knavery of them to make me afeard. O Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee? What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you? Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee. Thou art translated! Ah! Ha! I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear. I am not afraid. I am Joker. From Persona 2, Innocent Sin. Hello? I am Joker, the final trump card drawn by those who anguish over their dreams. Tell me your idea. Your trump card has been spoiled. The bet on the table was your inner dreaming heart. In accordance with the ritual, I now claim the pot. Ideals only cause pain to the powerless. I have freed them from that anguish. Better not to yearn for impossible dreams. They are lifeless shells of dreams. They can be seen, but are not. They will be forgotten and become true shadows. But enough chit-chat. I have other business with you. It's been ages, Tatsuya Suo. I've been waiting for the moment you would all summon me. as a parting gift, I'll show you something interesting. Not personas, but true demons!
Persona!
Persona!
Persona! Let's go, everybody!
Fusion spell. A laudable idea. But it's much too weak. You'll never best me with such a paltry offense. Aikichi Mishima, Lisa Silverman, and you, the thief! It's time you died! You cannot escape the Wheel of Fortune! The Fool's Day, an original monologue by Sharkray24. There is a glorious day, this glorious day most divine and holy. The 1st of April is a day for merriment and cheer. Today is the day the fool sits upon the throne, whilst the king doth jester in their foolery. Is today not the day when thou art able to do so much? Whether you are the kind to slap a fish onto someone's back, or deceive the web with a song of love, when we all knowest it should be a spider perched there instead. Ah, yes, the day of fools is one for smiling and laughing. So pray, good fool, do not take thy merriment too far. Do not stray to the scary, for 'tis not Hallows Eve. Do not make lies of major influence, such as false love or death. Today is the day for laughter, not for tears. Pray, do keep thy merriment safe and fun, or thou shalt truly make a fool of us all, and you the king of these fools. Away, away now, go and play, and remember, one and all, to laugh. Oh boy, talk about a really hard video to make. Mostly because I waited until quite literally last minute. It is currently, as of the time of me recording this outro, it is 10:50 p.m. on March 31st, 2020. Which isn't that long before April Fool's Day. So, and I still have editing to do, and I still have to get it all onto YouTube. This quarantine really has been affecting my inner calendar, because for the longest time I was like, oh, I have another week, and then I looked at the calendar, I'm like, oh, I have less than 24 hours. Joy. Thanks for that, Animal Crossing. So from 4 p.m. all the way to now, and continuing on a little later, I've been doing this video, and I have to say that I am honestly very pleased with how it turned out. It was my first time using sound effects for something I did on the channel. First time using background music, which it was a lot of work to get all those sound effects and music. And yes, I know some of them weren't really the best. Like the running sound effect in the Midsummer Night's Dream. I was trying to make it goofy. I think I was a little too goofy, but I even used the goofy scream because I wanted it to be funny and goofy because it is a funny and goofy scene. Also, if you haven't figured it out by now, in case you didn't watch the February dramatic reading video, I keep doing Midsummer Night's Dream because it's one of my favorite Shakespeare plays, probably my favorite of the comedies. If you haven't seen it or read it, go do that. Now. It's great. Also, this was the first dramatic reading where I used video games as a source material, and I realized that both of the monologues / scenes that I chose from said video games were not really lighthearted and April Foolsy. They were a bit darker, and a little more, not really scary. I wouldn't really put them in a Halloween episode or anything, but they were a bit darker, and I realized that, that may not fit in an April Fool's Day video. But guess what? April Fools! Not all of them were gonna be funny and happy. Ha ha ha, I got you. Like I said, I really hope you all enjoy it. I'm hopefully gonna be starting to put more of this kind of work into the dramatic readings with the sound effects, with the voice acting. I hope you all have a great April Fools. Like I said in the very last poem, it's not really a poem, it's a monologue that I wrote. Remember to stay safe. Don't be a jerk. Make sure your pranks are fun and enjoyable for everyone, and they're not mean, and they're not harmful. So yeah, happy April Fool's Day. And with that, I leave you with a song that truly does encompass the spirit of this holiday.